Gather around, PureSkill family. This your boy Sharif, and I'm back at it with another video. Let's get into it. Okay, I got my notepad, and you see by the time of the video, we're gonna be talking about something that a lot of people wanted me to talk about. That is drawing the same character, different poses. That's important for a lot of things. If you're drawing a comic book, you're gonna need to draw the same characters a bunch of times, make it consistent in different poses. If you're drawing an animation, you definitely need to draw it a bunch of times and in different poses, still looking consistent. How do you do that? Watch the end of the video. Alright, so first of all, you gotta design your character. I'm about to show you how I did mine for this example. We're gonna name this character Jada. It's named by my friend Alex. But what's it called? Jada is a character I just created just right now for this video, and she's kind of like an aspiring singer type character. I was gonna go originally for like a pop star look, but then I was like, it'll be more story driven and more characteristic if she was not an actual singer yet, but maybe an aspiring singer. So I kind of have her just holding a mic, pretending to sing and whatnot. So I designed this character. Next step, I would say, is to pose based off of anatomy. We talked about anatomy in the design of character video. If you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it. Design based off of the anatomy that you created. Every character you create is gonna have a different anatomy. Again, if you don't understand that concept, go back and watch that character design video. But every character you create is going to have a different anatomy. Even if it goes down to monsters or an animal, it still has a base anatomy that you created. So use that anatomy that you created to animate your character, because you're going to be using more simpler shapes, and then you'll be able to draw on top of it later. So in this one, you have basic human anatomy, and I of course going to show you the process of me drawing out three more different poses for our character to be in, just showing her dancing and singing and imagine herself as the pop star that she wants to be one day. what's it called? And then essentially it's simple from there. You just take the features that you drew on the previous character in your character design, and you redraw them on top of the mannequin. Or if you guys don't know, if you're new to the channel, we usually call the base character a Dante. So I call it the Dante, the base skeleton, the base anatomy of anything. We call it a Dante here. Put W Dante in the chat. What's it called? And then I say some tips I would advise you guys to understand is to never worry about minute details of a character that you drew. So in this character design, you have one of the main things I included in it was a big t-shirt for our character, and then she has like short jeans, she has braided hair down, braided locks, and or just locks. I didn't really detail the hair too much. It's really a small example for you guys. And then we have like a little scarf over her head, details such as that. You guys need to remember details of that nature. More big, okay, I have a big t-shirt on my character, I have a this or whatnot. Remember those types of details and place them on your anatomy accordingly. But as far as where every wrinkle is or where every facial feature is, I wouldn't say focus on those details. Of course, don't change the facial structure. If the facial structure is one way, then do that same consistent facial structure. But don't stress about getting her facial features. Oh, if she turns this angle, what would that look like? Don't worry about that. Keep your facial expression simple. I'll probably do a facial expression video, maybe a portrait facial expression video, or both, one of the two. Put that down in the comments if you guys would like to see that. What's it called? But I say don't focus on those minute details, because when you're moving, when I move or change or full or do anything, what people don't notice often in life is that you actually look very different when you move or change angles. I've had I've had a couple situations here and there where I didn't even recognize someone that I've known for a long time just because of the way they was sitting. And it was only up until I got close to the person or walked up to them by haphazard or whatever and realized, oh, that's you. I saw you way back there, but I didn't even notice you because you was sitting different things like that. So don't worry about that. Just focus on getting the main features of what the character is, or the essence of the character. The emotions of the character is more important than anything. Making sure that that character is themselves, of course. Another tip, proportions. Focus on keeping those proper. That's more in the Dante phase, when everything's skeletal, when everything's skeletal base, before you start adding details, before you start putting the character in. You don't even want to focus or think about the character, especially if you're animating or something like that. You really want to just focus on the animation, keeping the proportions correct, making sure that in every pose, in every movement that you make this character do, it's able to be transferred into your character. You don't want to have one Dante of the same character have the correct anatomy that you created, and then the next one it has bigger arms. Then it's like, wait, that's not how this character will move. That's not how this character operates or looks, or whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? So making sure proportions is correct. Don't stress about minute details of things and things of that nature, and you should be good. This is a issue that a lot of people have. I wouldn't say it should be a huge it shouldn't be a huge issue. You guys should be able to figure it out. Just focus on anatomy first, your character second, and you'll keep your proportions correct and you'll be great. Like the video, subscribe, whatnot. We're going for 1,000 subscribers. Put down in the comments any questions y'all have, any video ideas you guys want to see, and I'll see y'all in the next one.